Have you received the new form, how your disability affects you, and if anything changed? If yes, then stay around. You're gonna need this. Hello, I'm your host, Zack, and first of all, let me apologize for the long delay, because the last couple of months, almost a year, let's say, well, it wasn't the best, let's say. I also lost my job in August, and that just, everything just crumbled altogether. But anyway, let's focus to our goal. Let me just read actually from the website, which is all of the information I'm getting is from benefits and work .co.uk and from the government's website as well. So this one is the new form is called AR2, and is literally as the usual questionnaire that we fill up in the beginning. It's just this time is if it's anything changed. For who is this one? So it says here, this AR2 form is begin issue from August 2023 this year. This form is much shorter alternative to the AR1 PIP Award Review form, which is most claimants who have an end date to their award received. The AR form is being issued to claimants who have very stable needs, which are unlikely to change over time, high-level needs which will either stay the same or get worse, or planned award review date due to on or a state pension age. That is this form. This form 4. Yeah. PIP blah 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 blah. It says here when it's been introduced in 2013. The new form is being brought out just as the earliest PIP claimants with ongoing non-end date awards have been claiming for 10 years and are thus due to have the first review. The 6-page form covers identity and contact details as in the first one, immigration status, the main healthcare professional, details of any changes to your health condition or disability, details of any changes to your daily living needs, details of any changes to your mobility needs, and your consent to allow the DWP to collect further information, that's good. If there have been no changes, then in most cases an assessment with a health professional will not be needed. Hold that thought, yeah, what I just said. Claimants receiving the form along with a covering letter, which the PIP say will confirm that you have a long-term health condition, disability, or that you are over a state of pension age, confirm your current award for daily living and or mobility, set out the needs of or difficulties that you have been assessed under the daily living or mobility for your current award, explain the reason for the review, give clear instructions about what you need to do next, and explain what to do if you have problem completing the form, and lastly explain what the DWP will do once they receive the form. So those the DWP is saying, yeah, not you. Claimants are given a time limit in which is returned the form. If you fail to meet the deadline, your award may end, but this is a decision which can be appealed against. If any case, you can just call them and just let them know that, just tell them a reason why you're delaying, yeah? And then I think it will be just fine. That was my phone. It's likely that the most forms that are returned, which indicates there has been no change, or where the change could not make any difference to the award, will result in a decision being made in-house by the DWP without passing the case to another assessment provider. Benefits and Work will be very interested to see a copy of accompanying letter. Please get in touch, blah, 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 blah. So all of the questions. So what happened with me, normally I had my, when I got my award, I was supposed to have the assessment on August, now in 2023. But I received them since March, I think, when I received the this form, the how you disappear if anything changed. So I started getting so stressed, and because the time it was completely wrong and everything was just there, and I was thinking, oh my god, what am I going to do now? And I start, I mean, most of you know how it feels. So I have another one person who is getting benefits, and he told me that if just look at your award that you're receiving now. So in my case, my mobility, it was the issue. Actually, this is what I'm struggling. Don't pay attention. And but the the other questions on daily living, yes, I do have trouble with that. But when I look at the questions and how it will, and I was thinking that if I'm gonna go again to that mental state, that the stress and the anxiety and all this kind of issues. And when I look at my award, how many points I got to each questions, and what I'm trying to appeal or trying to say on the questionnaire, I was thinking, wait a minute. So if I say, oh, yes, I do have trouble with this question. It says question 2, and because this and this and this. And for what? For 1 point? Is it really worth it? So what I have done, just to release myself from that stress, in each question that I could see that even if I got a better one, nothing will change. So do I want to go again from that reason? Just for to be honest, that would be ideal if you get the correct points, no more, no less, for things that it affects your daily living. But then again, okay. So I put in all of them. I mean, the one that they do less to nothing effect on my award. So anything, I said nothing changed, everything all the same. Nothing has changed, everything is the same. But when I came to those 2 questions at the end, which is my issue actually, when it says everything just yes, and there I start writing up 2 pages, because that was my actual issue, and that's where I need my points. But for all the rest, even some questions that I think it was which is if I was challenged, I would get, I think it was 1 point. Maybe it would be the same point or something like that. I don't need that. And so what happens when I send the form back, they respond to me, and first they send me a text message saying that we have your documents and we're gonna review your form, and we're gonna get back to you as soon as possible. You don't have to get back to us, blah blah blah. And at least they inform me that they received the letter. Then I receive after more or less 1 month or 2 months. I can't remember exact how. On July. It takes a little bit while. So on July they send me a letter and says your PIP review. And dear Mr. Lambru, the review of your PIP award is not yet completed. To make sure you continue to get your payments, we have extended your award. What this means for you, your PIP award's end date has been extended up to 15th of August 2024. Normally it was 15th of August 2023. We will continue pay you PIP payments as normal while we complete the review of your claim. This could be before the 15th of August 2024. We will write to you once we have completed the review. If you have not completed the review, if we have not completed the review by the 15th of August 2024, we may extend it at the end date of your PIP award again. We will write to you to tell you about that. You don't need to contact us unless your circumstances change. So that was in July 2023. I received one message recently, like 2 weeks ago, saying that that they almost finished the review, something like that. So they keep me up to date with my review. On that note, if you need to use your entitlement letter or any discount or any if you want to use it at the end of and is being extended, your review at the end of your entitlement says that is until to that date. So that date, it was the date that's supposed to have my review on August 2023. But now, because it's extended but I don't have a new entitlement paper. So if you have to use it, just make sure you have also this. If you have it, use with this letter together, just to the people that you're gonna request it, so they can see that it's extended for another 1 year. If you don't have this letter yet, and if you need to use your entitlement proof, just call them and just let them know that you need it. I'm sure they will fix it for you. Just on the side note, this one, because it happens recently, and I was, I didn't know that it was expired. But anyway, all you need to do, or what you have to do, so this is the paper, yes? And it tells you exactly your date of your GP or the name of the GP, blah, 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 blah. So in number 2, eating and drinking, it says, tell us if something has changed and approximately when. Tell us how you manage this activity now, including the use of any aids that you need. Tell us about any changes that you may help you to get or the help you get from another person. And then here I says on the first when it says tell us if anything has changed and approximately when. So I write, for example, here it says nothing changed, all the same, all stays the same. Just that. And I can't remember if I did this for them to know, but I keep continuing. For example, number 3, and managing treatments, taking medication, blah, blah, blah. And tell us if anything has changed and approximately when. Nothing changed, everything is stayed the same. And that's it. And so, because if you says, yes, if they get it wrong before, just for a little bit, and then it was too much for you to go for appeal to the non-mandatory consideration, because they're full of crap anyway. So I wanted to appeal, but because I know how the court case is so time consuming, and you need somebody to do it for you because it's unbearable. So I couldn't go from that path again since I've been there before. So now, although I wanted to do it, but I didn't do it. So here I said, no, nothing's has changed. And when they saw that all of them, they're just, I don't need a review just to say that nothing changed, all the same, because you need your assessment with a professional, like a professional, to tell them what is changed actually. So if only 2 questions has changed in my life, then I don't know what they're gonna do. I can't tell. And by the way, now they have also included some pharmacists as a health professional when it comes to our assessment. So at least, pharmacist at least, I believe he knows something a little bit more than a nurse. Just in my opinion. So because there's 16 pages, I think. Yeah. Please return this form, blah 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 blah. Here I'm gonna try and read this quickly for you. So it's only 3 pages. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Completing the How Your Disability Affects You form. These fact sheets summarize the information booklet that will be sent to claimants with the form How Your Disability Affects You. Introduction. When a claim to PIP has been made, DWP will check basic eligibility conditions and will then post a How Your Disability Affects You form to the claimant with a PIP information book. Whoever gets it, you know what I'm talking about. The form will be bar-coded and contain basic claimant details, so it should only be used by the person it is sent to. Claimants should read the PIP information booklet before they start to fill the form. A claimant may need to complete the How Your Disability Affects You form when they make a new claim to PIP, including if they are in receipt of DLA and are being reassessed for PIP, or if they are in receipt of PIP and their needs improve or get worse. The claimant has 1 calendar month to return the form How Your Disability Affects You form. An envelope will be provided in which they can return the form. If claimant has not returned the form after 20 days, there was a month. A reminder letter will be issued to the claimant, full stop. If the form has not been returned after 1 calendar month, the case will be referred to DWP decision maker, and the claim may be turned down or terminated unless there are good reasons why it hasn't been returned in time. That's what I'm saying. Just call them. And on that note, I received now also for my universal credit exactly the same questionnaire, which is so scary. But anyway, that's a different video for another day. Claimants who are making claim for PIP because they are terminally ill will not have to complete the How Your Disability Affects You form. DWP will obtain the information required about mobility needs and at the initial claim stage, and the claimant will be encouraged to send in a DS1500 form. When claimants in vulnerable situation are unable to return the How Your Disability Affects You form, a referral direct to the assessment provider will be arranged. If the claimant is unable to complete the How Your Disability Affects You form with a given time scale, they should contact DWP by phone to ask for an extension. Initially, the telephone agent will be able to grant this. Also, if you do that, make sure you take their name and write down the date that you did that. Yes, just make sure to do that. It's important. If the claimant lose the How Disability Affects You form, they will need to contact DWP to request a further form. Further extension can be granted, but And when I called to request for a month the first time, I needed even more time. So I call again and I call again. So they gave me 1 month. Then they gave me, I think, 3 weeks or 2 weeks. And when I call again, they gave me again other 3 or 2 weeks. And then I was able to if you call them, you're in the safe side. At least you call them and you're done your job. Further Further extension can be granted but only at the discretion of the DWP decision maker, who will consider whether there is a good reason for the late return of the form. About the question in the form, yeah, we know that. Question will help establish whether claimant is safely to do an acceptable standard. We know that as well. Let me see, speed it up. So the questions in the how usability affects you form. About professionals you may see. Claimants should provide details on where they see their health professional, such as the health center or hospital address. These professionals may be contacted by the assessment provider to provide further information to support the claim. Question 2. About your health conditions or disabilities. By health conditions or disabilities, DWP means physical, sight, hearing, or speech disability, difficulty, learning, development, or behavioral difficulties, or mental health problems. Question 3. Preparing food. This section is about ability to prepare and cook a simple one-course meal for one. This section is about ability to prepare and cook a simple one-course meal for one from fresh ingredients. This includes things like food preparation, such as peeling, chopping, or opening a can, and safely cooking or heating food on a cooker or in a microwave oven. Aids and appliances in this section might include things like prosthesis, perching stool, lightweight pots and pans, easy grip handles on utensils, adapted cutleries, and single lever arm tabs. Question 4. Eating and drink. This section is about ability to eat and drink, including cutting food into pieces, getting food and drinks to the mouth, chewing food, and swallowing. It includes the use of therapeutic source such as feeding tubes. Feeding tubes could be a parenteral or enteral tubes feeding with a rate limiting device such as delivery system or feeding pump. Question 5. Managing treatment. This section is about ability to monitor any health conditions, manage medication, and manage treatments. I missed treatments so many times because I got confused if I took them or not took them. Question 6. Washing and bathing. This section is about the ability to wash and bathe, including getting in and out of a normal bath or shower. What is a normal shower or bath? I don't know. Question 7. Managing toilet needs. This section is about the ability to manage toilet needs, including getting on or off and being able to use a normal toilet, being able to pass water or solids, like caca and poo-poo, dealing with incontinence, including any aids and appliances used, and cleaning afterwards. And question 8, dressing and undressing. This section is about ability to dress and undress, including selecting, putting on, and taking off appropriate and unadapted clothing, which may include fastening such as zip or buttons. This includes putting on and taking off socks and shoes. Question 9, communication. This section is about communicating with people in the claimant's native language, including speaking to people and hearing and understanding what others are saying. I mean, not just trying to listen. Question 10, reading. This section is about the ability to read and understand signs, symbols, and words written on or printed in the claimant's native language, written language, and includes help the claimants might need, like someone reading for them. It does not include Braille. Question 11, mixing with other people. This section is about the ability to get on with other people and the claimant's understanding of how others are behaving towards them and behaving appropriately to others, including whether severe anxiety or stress prevents them from doing this. Is that clear? I read it again. This section is about ability to get on with other people and the claimant's understanding of how others are behaving towards them and behaving appropriately to others, including whether severe anxiety or stress prevents them from doing this. Still, I didn't understand this, what I just read. That's okay. Question 12, making decisions. Sorry, I have this back pain, and then I have feet got swollen so bad, like they look like an elephant. 2 columns. Making decision about money. This section is about the ability to make decision about spending and managing money. This includes being able to understand how much things cost, how much change the claimants should get in the shop, and managing budget. Good luck to me. Paying bills and planning further purchases. It looks only at their decision-making ability, not the physical element, it looks only at their decision-making ability, not the physical element of managing their money. Yeah. Question 13, going out. This section is about ability to work out and follow a route to another place. Question 13, going out. This section is about the ability to work out and follow a route to another place, including using public transport and whether severe anxiety or distress prevent the claimant from being able to go out. Let's not look at the claimant's physical ability to get around, as this is covered in the next section. Question 14, which is moving around, so it's different from the question 13. This section is about the claimant's ability to physically move around. You see the difference here? This question asks how far the claimant is able to walk and whether they used aids and appliances to get around, including walking sticks, frames, prostheses, or wheelchair. It is important that the claimant details how long it takes and whether they have any side effects like pain, breathlessness, tiredness, or dizziness. So all that will take into account when they're going to when they decide the decision. When they finalize the decision, when they're making the decision. Question 15, last question. This is additional information. So this section is for any other information the claimants want to include. Careers, friends, or family could also provide information in this section. It does not have to be filled in this if the claimant feels they include everything in the rest of the form. More detailed information of the assessment criteria and how DWP use the information that the claimant provided. More detailed information about personal dependence payment is at www.dwp.gov.uk/PIP. Now, in question 15, I will say don't leave it empty. If you have any update, just chase any doctor that you see and let them know that you need just a letter from them saying on the letter about your disability or your difficulties that you're facing every day, and it will help even more. It was on your benefit, actually. Let's put it this way. Yeah, and every time when you get this letter, always trying to get an update letter from your doctor, because I think they think that you've been okay now. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and you can see the rest of the videos from before somewhere here. I don't know where I'm gonna put them, and let me know if you have any. I'll try to respond to all of your messages. And thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you on the next video. Will be quite soon, I hope. Bye for now.